I'm used to like giving seminars, so more like individual sessions. But to be honest with you,
Okay.
like my personal opinion has always been like if you want to really take self-defense serious, then you have to do it like a program. You have to do like because like learning a few strikes, learning like maybe head control, is really it's not enough if you wanna talk self defense. Uh, these are things that
Yeah.
is it's self defense. You can kind of see it as a sport. It's the same principles. You need certain movements to come naturally so that you can focus on other aspects like where do I get out or how do I prevent the situation. But you got to have the backup of an auto response in certain situations, and the only way that's going to come is by repetition, 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 and
Yeah.
putting in that work. So that's why, like for me personally, I've never been one that favors a workshop. I've always been like more towards like we would usually do a workshop to like get people's interest and show them like you're actually like more vulnerable, but with certain techniques you can like you can get past that vulnerability, but you're gonna have to put in the work and then usually point them in the direction of a boxing gym or jiu-jitsu, judo, any of these main disciplines of fighting um, is worth taking up not only for self-defense but for fitness purposes as well,
Okay.
and not holding back because that is the you know a really big key of this program is to like try to like get into that mindset, get into that frame of situation, because the more you simulate an actual occurrence, the better you can prevent it. Okay, so by thinking about other things like, oh gosh, I'm probably looking like a clown on the camera or whatever, like that's unnecessary distractions. Your attention should be at what you're dealing with. And what you're dealing with here is you're dealing with someone that wants to assault you, someone that wants to hurt you, someone that, is there to threaten your life. And in that situation, both of you having kids as well, like it's more than just yourself at the end of the day. It's about being able to protect others around you as well. And that's why for me, um, women especially need to wake up, because they quick to talk, they quick to blow the whistle on things, but where's the actions? The actions need to meet the fear. The action needs to meet the complaints, like the fact that this is for free, the fact that they're getting classes that that are situated in a program, and not showing up, is worrying, to say the
Yeah.
least, because it's not like a fitness class today. It's not like, oh, I'm not feeling it today. I'm not gonna like do my fitness class. Like, no, you're saying no to like literally like, you know what? Now I don't feel like learning how to defend myself. When actually, as we've seen, like you need to know how to defend yourself, even in a beautiful place like Hoi An. You know, it's like the danger is everywhere, and as soon as you like
Of course.
let your guard down, that it will come up. And that's why I would like us to start with uh, 5 points of self-defense, but not only self-defense, but just safety in general on how to go about it. So last time we went over it, we made it a little bit more simpler to understand, putting it in the format of A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, so when you're thinking of the ABCDs or the ABCs of uh, defense or safety, then we will start off with A as awareness. And as we mentioned, awareness is externally and internally. Externally, knowing your surroundings and what has been going on, following groups, you know, um, talking to people about things that might can happen in that particular area. Like I know and I forgot, but it's at the rice fields at the top side where the bridge is, close to where all the coconut trees is. I know that's a hot spot for where things go down. So awareness on like where actually, you know, are these spots that things.
Are you talking about High by Trung? High by Trung area?
No,
Yeah.
no, it's Ibai Trung is over there. It's on the other side.
Where that new
Like on,
Yeah.
like on Keat? No?
No.
No? Oh, I don't know.
No, I'll get it later. It pops up at random times. But
Okay.
it's just awareness of where the places are to avoid or where to be more aware than what you usually are, and being aware internally, trusting that gut feeling, trusting that oh no, you know what, the situation is not comfortable, so be on the lookout for certain things. And so that's A. A is awareness. B, for our base, right? Again, externally and internally. Externally meaning like where's your basis of safety? Where's your basis of authority that you can go to, right? Where's the people at the different bases? And then also learning your own base, learning how to stand, how to present yourself strongly with a good base, a good foundation on standing up. Because like if I'm here and I'm standing here and you are confronting me, and I'm like in a neutral stance, right? And you want to press up towards where I'm like, yeah. Do you feel like you're getting a different impression from me? Because I'm changing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And
yeah,
it's natural because
it just looks like that you're preparing.
Exactly. Yeah, I look like I'm prepared. Although, even though like you don't even have to know a technique, you just stand here, like oh,
yeah,
you know that's gonna make that person hesitate for a moment, like what's going on. That moment might be just more than a moment enough to run away. Right? So knowing how to base, especially with Vietnamese, they aren't big crooks. There's not a lot of like physical attacks here. Most of it has been stopped by verbally, verbally shouting out, or like I got a story the other day of this woman just pushing the guy's bike into the rice paddies. He was busy picking up his bike and she got out of there. I like that one. So yeah, it's about your base and your other bases around you, where to go in case of an emergency. That's important. So A, awareness. B, base.
Can I throw something in there?
For sure.
For base, yeah, being very grounded is very important. And I always visualize I'm rooted into the ground like a tree with my roots growing into the ground. Because if I'm not grounded, and it also goes with good breath, you need to breathe into your body. If I'm not grounded, and it happens when I sometimes wrestle with him, as soon as I'm not strong on my feet, he throws me. I'm just like that. I'm against the wall or on the floor. It's really, your base is super important.
Yeah.
As soon as you're not based, you have nothing.
Yeah, you
so
become
you
a
need to be
pushover.
very grounded.
There we go.
You've really got to feel as if you're in position and your feet are really firm and you're in a comfortable position. It gives you that strength. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And breath and just the visualizing. I mean, you can do that on your own as well. Just a little meditation of visualizing yourself really being rooted in the ground. It's very important.
Yeah. And you'll start noticing like what a type of brace looks like strikes, and what a type of brace looks like, aggressive forward attacks. And this will also like bring you back to your awareness on like being able to observe other people's bases and having a better understanding on like what their intentions are. Because a lot of it is body language, right? I mean, it's not like you can read minds, so you have to like understand how to read body language. But first you need to understand like what is aggressive, what's a defensive, and what is an attack type of stance. And also agitated and all of that. That's something that I love talk about, but that's a whole session on its own, talking about the body languages and stuff like that. So we're going to continue. So A, awareness, B, base, C, control. Okay. So these are the things, again, externally and internally. All right. Because you can't just pay attention to the one side. That won't be enough. There's two factors here to when it comes to self-defense. There's the internal and there's the external factor that you need to try to control. So the internal factor is the basic things like breathing, right? So you already got your base and you set down, but keeping relaxed by using your breath. Your breath is really a remarkable trigger for so many things, including being able to relax, long breaths. And this is why it's important to have breath work practices so that you can take control over your emotions, so that you can take control over your heart rate when things start to get present. And it's definitely, it sounds easy, but it's definitely not that easy, especially in pressing moments. But by the things that we do, right? By doing like a little trigger every time we would set into a stance, or we'll do a certain activity, we have a trigger. So first, before we continue going into it, we take a deep breath, right? Kind of like to prepare ourselves. And you can apply this to other things as well. If someone, you know, uh, if someone is on a conversation, or you have to explain something, take a deep breath, relax, and give it to them nice and easy. So that's an internal. Also, there's more things internally that you can control. That's just a basic example. Externally, you can control by after you observed that the things might go south, then you can try to control where it goes from there. Meaning that before it escalated to a point of self-defense, you can try to control the environment by moving closer to people, or you can control the environment by starting to base yourself out, ready for if you don't have anywhere to go, you need to defend maybe someone else as well. But taking control based on your awareness as soon as possible can be what makes it or breaks it for you in that situations, because you need to realize that all of you have the power to take control. And that is the big thing. It's you have the power. Just take it and take control of the situation. Even if it's just, screaming or running away, that's taking control, making the situation or trying to prevent the situation. Anything else you want to add to control? Okay, next one, D. Okay, defense. So your line of defenses. So these are what are your line of defenses? So firstly, you got your own line of defense. This is why you are here today, is to work on your own line of defense. You put in the work, you learn how to defend yourself with what you've got. But you also have other lines of defenses. You have the authorities, you have your friends, right? You have acquaintances. So having these people lined up in your head, in case something goes wrong. For example, you're inside your room is locked, you hear someone in the living room, you don't have windows to climb out, you're on the second floor, you're stuck in your room, right? You need to think about these things actually before, so that before you already have a friend and you're listen, I want us to be able to reach each other. So if that person is someone that, puts their phone on silent and doesn't, then you need to find another way. There's other ways of doing that, right? But the point is you set these things up, your lines of defense, so that when things go wrong, you can go at it and say, hey, listen, there's someone at the house, I need you to come over now. Someone comes over and you take it from there. And on their way, they call the authorities hopefully as well. So D, the line of defense. And then E, evacuation plan. So have your evacuation plan inside your house. When you enter a new building and you know that there might be a fire hazard, or there might be you know, especially like a bar. Like every time I walk into a bar, like one of my first things I do before I see what type of pints they have or what type of beers they have, I look at where's the exit points, right? In case of things happening. In South Africa, we've had shootout at the bars, and luckily, because knowing where to go, I could get out of there quickly. Okay, because I'm not fighting a gun, I'm not faster than a bullet. So knowing where to go in case of an emergency is just as important as, you know, being able to handle the emergency. So this is also a very valuable point, and it applies for most of the things, and it's also something that takes practice. So even if you think it's silly, walking into a library and looking for the exit spots, do it, because you are training your brain to observe in a way of not only like getting in, but getting out as well. So that later on, hopefully it becomes like second nature, where you just walk in and you're like, yeah, I see there's a door or there's a window I can jump out of. Maybe I'll land on my face, but it's okay, I'll know the way out. Okay, so once again, 5 points. A, awareness. B, base. C, control. D, line of defense. And E, evacuation plan. Okay, we have remaining time on this meeting is about 7 minutes. So if everyone's ready, we can start warming up. Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone set? Okay. Let's start warm up.
Oh, I'm having a call with my friend.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Should I come tomorrow again? For the same
You
time?
can try, yeah. See
Yeah.
if it's with the...
Yeah, of course. See you guys tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Bye, Bianca.
1, 2, 3.
Are you going? Bye-bye. See you soon.
Yes, yeah. Right, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna just start with our breath work, right? I want you to put your hands on your diaphragm. Okay, so for those that don't know, my profession is all about the physical and training and sports and stuff, but like this is a very common thing that I've seen. I've only like about 18 years of my life I've been breathing wrong. At 18, someone showed me how to breathe, and I was like, oh, and it did make a significant difference to my performance afterwards of like just breathing, being able to breathe better. And how you can test it is by actually like breathing like you normally breathe, hold your breath, and then breathe like this and hold your breath and see what the difference is. For me, I could hold my breath almost twice as long breathing properly. So the way that I consider breathing properly is starting to fill up, not from here, but to start to fill up from here. So you get your bottom part of your lungs to fill up first, and then you fill up the top part. And then if you get into like more of a meditative state, you can send it to your head. But for this purposes, we just want quick, effective, full lungs of oxygen. So you're going to have your hand over here. And what's going to happen is when you inhale, you're going to inhale into your hand. So you're going to inhale here. And then from there, nice and full, you're going to send it up. There. And quick release. Okay, if you want to do it.
Through my mouth or through my nose? Through my mouth.
You can do it either way. Okay?
Okay.
If you were doing sport and you're doing high cardiovascular exercises, I would say through your nose so that you can have more control. But this is for self-defense purposes. So quick in, quick out is important here. So if it's through the mouth that it comes easiest, then that's your way of doing it. So once again, breathe into your center and quick release. 10 more. 9. 8. You must feel your hand expanding away. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Okay, good stuff. You can have your hands to your sides now. And from here, I would like you to reach up and just throw them down. So nice and controlled up and nice and relaxed. Okay, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, from here, we're going to come into our first position, which is our base, right? Our fighting stance. Who can remember the base? Millie, how's your base? Hey, nice. It looks solid. There we go. High guard, up, elbows tucked in, right? And you're looking through your hands. It's important that you can see what's going on in front of you. All right. Okay, so everybody relax. Okay, we're going to have a neutral stance, meaning our legs are going to be next to each other. All right. Okay, from your neutral stance, I want you to be in shoulder width. So your feet are shoulder width apart. If you struggle with that, all you do is you put your feet together, open them up to the side, and then rotate onto your ball to get your shoulder width. So from your shoulder width position, we're going to jump, right? If your power hand, if you're right-handed, your right hand, your right leg goes backwards. If you are left-handed, your left hand and your left leg goes backwards. So from here, we're going to take a jump into our fighting stance. Okay. We're going to do that 5 more times. Neutral. Jump. 4 more times. Neutral. Jump. Okay. Now I would like you just to look down at your feet. So from here, if I have a wide base like this, if I have a wide base, that means I'm very square. And if I'm square, I become a big target. So what I do is I slide this foot that my toe and my heel is in line there. Alright? So now I can turn to my side, not being that big of a target. So just to show you the top side. So from here, if I got a wide base, I'll look like this. You see, I'm a big target right now. A lot of space. But if I turn, okay, I've just decreased the contact point by 50%. Okay, which make me a much harder target to hit. Okay, so you want to be there nice and sideways, but you want to be able to lock yourself to the side. So once again, neutral stance, jump. Okay, now in here, raise up your guard and breathe in. There, and breathe out, chop, and set. Slightly bending your knees, right? Not a lot, not down there, just a little bit. Okay, so that you can feel like you are explosive, ready to just get action going. So from here, neutral, fighting stance, up, and then set. Okay, we set into that position there. Now we're nice and strong. Again, one more time. Neutral, fighting stance, set. Okay, my elbows nice and in. There we go. And my hands are making contact with my forehead. Okay, we're not boxing like Muhammad, yeah? We're just staying nice and tight. Just protecting here. Because that's the goal of a high guard. A high guard is to protect your face. Right there. Okay, last one, neutral. Fighting stance. Jump. Hands up, set. Good. Okay. I'm going to first show you the easy way of doing it. The easy way is just going down. It's just going down, stepping back, right? Laying flat down on the floor. From here, you push up and back. Okay, if you don't have the strength to push yourself up from here, you push up and back. Okay, from there, walk your hands up. As you come up, jump into a fighting stance. Okay, these are things that you can practice on your own. It's an excellent workout for doing like a HIIT workout, getting a good sweat on, right? But it's also a good workout for doing a physical with a fighting technique being your fighting base. Okay, so everyone ready? Take it nice and slow and build up your pace. On my count, let's go for 1. Down. There we go. Push your hand up. So you can come, if you go down, come up again. On your own, on your own. There we go. And then you end off in your fighting stance. Down there. Push up, Millie. Nice, Millie. Oi! Oh, that was a solid one. She jumped all the way from the back. Good stuff. That's impressive. That's well impressive. Okay, here we go again. Down. All the way to your stomach. And pop up. Look up, look up, look up. It's important to look forward at all times. That attack can come at any time. So get that habit of looking forward. Good stuff. High guard. Down. So A stands for attack. So attack, yes, Pabla, it's a slap. Okay, so we're gonna just keep the slap right to your power hand. Okay, just to your power hand, just there at the back. So A0 is from the power and slapping through. Okay, so we're going to just work on the A0 5 times. So everyone in a neutral stance. From your neutral stance, you're going to take in a fighting stance. Go, fighting stance. Huss. Set into your base. Now from here, I want you to do the A and slap. One thing to look out for, don't pull down. Pull sideways. Open up here. Okay, if you open up here, you have to bring it up and over. Open it up to the level that you want to hit. So visualize someone standing in front of you. Visualize seeing the ear of the person and then opening up and slapping through onto the ear. And don't end here. End here. We go through our targets. We don't just hit our target. So if your target is here, I go through my target. Everyone understands? Okay, neutral. Fighting stance. Huff. From here, A0, 1, A0, 2, A0, 3, A0, 5. Stance, we're going to come in to our next combination. So we did A0, that is a slap. Then A1 is going to be a front jab. Just straight out to your target, straight. Not taking curves, nothing, straight out. Okay, so everyone neutral. Fighting stance. Thus, remember, high guard, tuck your chin into your chest. Now from here, A1, huss. A1, huss. A1, huss. 2 more, A1, huss. A1, huss. Okay, now from here, from your A1, you're going to do A1, A0, right? And remember, if it ends here, it needs to follow up here. Okay, here we go. High guard, breathe. Okay, set. 1, 2, bounce. There we go. Now you set. Now A1, A0. Huss, huss. A1, A0. Huss, huss. A1, A0. Huss, huss. There we go. A1, A0. Huss, huss. 2 more. A1, A0. A1, A0. Nice. Good job. I like the sound. Just have your guard against your forehead, right? Okay, relax. Neutral stance. Here we go for A2. A2 is coming from the back side. So straight. So from here, we have A0, slap. A1, jab. A2, straight from the back. And I push in with that hip so I can get that maximum power. So now we're just going to come neutral stance, fighting stance. From your fighting stance, high guard, elbow in, looking forward, tennis chop. From here, I want you to push out slowly your A2 Right? Your back, Pablo, the backhand. It's your power hand that's punching now. Straight, your power, no, not the front one, the back one. Yep. There we go, the back one. And then bring it back. Okay? Again. A2, push it out and bring it back. Okay, here we go. A2. A2. Hey. A2. Hey. A2. Hey. A2. Hey. Now we're gonna go A1, A2. And bring it back to your forehead. Here we go. A1, A2. Again. Again. And make sure that they're both on the same level. Alright? They both need to be at the same spot where you hit. So there, and not there. Same spot. Okay, here we go. A1, A2. A1, 2. A1, 2. One more. Okay, relax, breathe. Up. Fighting stance. Jump, set. 1, 2, set. Breathe. A1, 2. A1, 2. A1, 2, 0. Same height, everyone. Go. Punching down. So grab, boom, both up there. Get at the same height. So A1, 2, 0. 1, 2, 0. Good. And now I would like you with the 0, when you take the 0 back, yeah, right? Step out and smack. So that front foot steps open, there. Boom, and you smack. Okay, here we go again. A1, 2, 0. That's it. There we go. Again. A1, 2, 0. Nice. One more. A1, 2, 0. Okay, good stuff. Neutral. Okay, from here we're going to get to B0, right? B0 being a push. Okay, so I want to put emphasis on the fact that the first thing that you want to do is create space so that you can get away, right? If you have space, you can move. And moving away is better than moving towards trouble. So once again, we're going to come from a neutral stance, being in a half defensive position, hands up. You are showing the person, I don't want trouble. No. No. Right? Slightly backing up. When the person comes into your personal space, push him out. He doesn't belong there. So push him out. So from pushing him out, you're going to be from a defensive, and you're going to take in your fighting stance. Right? When you take into your fighting stance, don't let your head go there. Your head, once again, stays here. You're watching a movie going down. Right? So from here, you're going to step and push. From here, you're going to step and push and extend all the way. Right? When you are finished, usually you would push, you would run away. But we're going on a scenario that you're going to stand and defend yourself. So, from here, after you push, you're going to come in to a high guard, protecting yourself. Okay, so once again, I'm in a neutral stance, comes into my personal space, and I take in position. That's a B0. Okay, and make sure you extend all the way so you can get through. So Bianca stand like a 45 there. So I'm coming in, you're already seeing like things are not going your way right now. So from here, you tell me verbally, stay out or no. So,
No.
Up.
No.
Okay. And you see Bianca's push there, right? It's okay to get me out. But it wasn't okay to like really hit me with like the certainty of like, don't come into my fucking space. So you want to get that last little pop, like as if it's a punch, but your palms are open. So that last little one, and you pop it really hard. because that might just even be enough to knock his wind out for you, enough time to get out of there. Right? So, once again, he's intruding in space. No. No. There. And you see, you want to time it earlier. Step earlier. Before I come, that was too close. Like, get him out of there. Again. No. There. Okay, and that I felt. Everything from my solar plexus here, my chest was in. Okay, and one more thing. Have your hands like this when you push. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that you can, like this. But, so that you push with the palm. Yeah, at the bottom. There. Okay, also a good way of striking to the face. Okay. There, palm open. So, everyone remembers how to make a knuckle, right? Hands open, halfway, tuck them in, squeeze the thumbs underneath. Make sure the wrists are straight. That's it. Okay, from here, neutral. Okay, half defensive. And B0. No! High guard. Okay, good. Again, neutral. Half defensive. Back up. 2 steps. Back up. No. No. B0. No. High guard. Neutral. Come forward again to your mat or whatever you are on. Take a step forward. Millie, come a little bit forward. That's it. Okay, from here, half defensive. Start moving back. No. No. B0. No. No. High guard. Okay, good stuff. Now for today's purposes, okay, we're going to do the extra step today is going to be the 2 bounces, but the 2 bounces is going to change your angle. So being from facing here, you're going to go 1, 2, and you're going to change the angle. Okay, so changing the angle makes it very hard for your attacker to attack you because they have to adjust before attacking you. The time that they adjust is the time for you to attack. So, we're going to come into like our neutral stance here. Then from the neutral stance, we're going to go half defensive. No, no, no. B0. No. High guard. And then that 2 bounces. You're just going to bounce off to the side. There. Okay, and then set into a fighting stance. Everyone understands? Okay, here we go. Neutral, half defensive, back up, no, no, B0, no, high guard. Jump twice to the side, circle, 1, 2, there we go. A1, no, no. A2, no. A1, no, punch, A1, no. A2, no. A1, 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 2, hop, hop, A1, 2, hop, hop, A1, 2, hop, hop, neutral, half defensive, back up, B0, high guard, jump, change your angle, set, A1, A0, up, up, slap. A1, A0, up, up, slap. A1, A0, up, up. There we go. Again. A1, A0, up, up. A1, A0, A2. So A1, 0, 2. Up, up. Hey. Again. A1, A0, 2. Nice. Good. Woo! Fire. Hands burning now. Nice. Okay, neutral start. Relax. Okay, so that's something you can go and practice. Quite easy. Just being in high guard right there and changing the angle, set, changing the angle, set, changing the angle, set. Because after you set, you're going to attack. Huss, huss. There, huss, huss. Okay. But you make it very difficult for your attacker to keep on attacking if you change that angle. Okay, especially This is super important when it comes to 2 or 3 or more people that you are fighting. Okay? This we will discuss later, but basically we use the same technique. We angle off so that I can isolate one person at a time, knock over, isolate so that I have to step over that person, but basically rotating them and getting them in like a grocery line. Right? So changing your angle is very valuable in self-defense, in trying to avoid attacks. Okay, so last one, neutral, down to the floor, flat, or burpee up, half defensive, no, B0, no, high guard, right, jump twice, change your angle, 1, 2, A1, A2, A1, 2, A1, 2, A1, 0, up, A1, 0, up, A1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 0, way, again, A1, 2, 0, up, way, nice, my hand, yeah. So this is the exciting thing about doing this program. It progresses to things that, gets into tactical situations that weapons are involved, tactical situations that, how to disarm someone, okay? But before you got to do that, you got to at least know how to stand up after you fall down, And this is the good thing about these Zoom classes, is that you get to start working on the basis of things, and then you apply the more difficult techniques on good basis for. Because that's the biggest problem people make with self-defense, is that they see these fancy moves, they learn wrist control and they learn headlocks, but they never know how to put topside pressure onto someone. They don't even know how to base out themselves so that they don't just get rolled over. Okay, so that's the thing about these Zoom calls that we can luckily do. The things that we can do is working on your base, right? And I'm going to teach you one more thing today that you can work on your own in order to start learning on how to fight from the ground. So the first thing that we're going to do from the ground is just learn how to get up. So from here, all I'm going to do is first I'm going to have both legs straight, right? So you can sit down. If you can see me, that's good. So from sitting down, from here, I'm going to take my one leg and I'm going to turn it in, right? My other leg is going to come up, as this is my support structure. From here, I'm going to have my hand at the back and one hand defending in front. Okay, so it's going to look like that. From here, okay, I can either do a front pop or back stand up. So front pop would be there, but today we're just going to learn how to stand up from here backwards. So you're going to lift up your hips there, roll onto, and step back with that leg, right, in a wide position. There, and stand up. Okay, once again, you're going to come down, legs out straight. You can do it with both legs. Just practice the one that's comfortable now and stick to that. One leg comes in, hand out for defense. Other hand is at the back so that I can lift myself up. From here, I lift myself up by pressing on this leg and my arm. So my leg is free. This leg is in the air. From here, oh sorry Bianca. I put that leg backwards. You got to put it back. Make a wide base. There we go. And from there you stand up. So from there again. So you got 2 points of contact. One here, 2 here. You lift up. My hips are from the floor. I pull my leg backwards. Nice and wide. And from there I stand up. Okay. Put that leg more backwards, Pablo. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So you see now simply you won't just get pushed over again. So it's just about getting comfortable just there, working through and out. Okay, so that's a basic get up that you can do. You can work it into a yoga practice. Gentle but not so gentle, you know. And then that's it for today. So we did the A0, A1, A2, the attacks. B0, the defense, the push. Right? Always come back into your high guard. From there, we change the angle and we set. Important that if you have your fighting stance, that you know how to set, so that you can like plant yourself like a tree. Okay? And then from there, you can strike out and hopefully get a good slap in. Any questions before we go? It's like taking something like a workout and adding these stances, adding these guards, adding these punches to it, to the workout, but also not just getting the benefit of the workout, but getting the benefit of training your body on how to have a strong base and how to punch, right? And not just doing the workout for the sake of losing a belly or for the sake of arms. Okay, the meeting is about to end. It was nice seeing you all. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Hannes.
It's a pleasure.